How did we get here? That's sometimes my thought process when I'm thinking about the debate that has lasted more than one news cycle. You know what that debate is? Over a woman's right to choose whether she wants to reproduce or not. The abortion ban, state of Georgia, which permits abortion up until a doctor can hear a fetal heartbeat, which in some instances can be as little as 6 weeks.
So today we're looking for the governor. We're gonna go inside now. They might not let us film inside, so I'm explaining to you before I go in there what my purpose is. And that's simply to ask the governor one question. Why? Why? The law of the land is Roe versus Wade, which gives a woman the right to an abortion. But why do we have to grant that to a woman? That should be her decision, if she wants it. But it seems like we're trampling on the rights of women in this state once again, the way we trample on the rights of anybody that is not in power and doesn't look like our constituents. My hope is that the law is struck down when it goes to court, for the simple fact that I'm of the belief that what happens in your house doesn't affect mine. So why should I care? Why should I care that you want an abortion? That's you. That's between you and your God or whatever heavenly entity you believe in. Whether you think it's wrong, whether you think it's right. If I'm not the one getting an abortion, I really don't care. Now that might sound crass and that might sound cold, but you have to answer those questions for yourself. Whatever, like I said, you believe in. I just don't think government should be the ones infringing upon our freedoms. So I'm going to go in there, I'm going to try to find him. It's Friday. Like I said, I don't really know if he's in office. I didn't check his schedule. But I'm going to go in there and just ask him why. Just, as a concerned citizen. Because, a lot of attention has been given to the Georgia law as well as the one in Alabama. I believe South Carolina's coming up with one. It's all the states in the South. I think I heard D.L. Hughley say the places where freedoms have been oppressed the most are the ones who are trying these laws, so to speak. That's not a verbatim quote, but it's true. They wanted to get to the Supreme Court, wanted to get to Roe versus Wade, and it probably will. But hey, we'll see. Now, the one thing I do have a problem with is I believe there's a lot of righteous indignation going on by people who didn't take the time to vote. I really think that if you did not take the time to go vote in the last election, that you honestly don't have a say.
Especially considering that he won, or in many people's opinion, stole an election. You know who Brian Kemp reminds me of? He reminds me of the villain in any movie that has to deal with the civil rights movement. If you look at him, he could honestly be typecast as that villain. The one that was the town's mayor during the daytime, but at nighttime, he was the leader of the Ku Klux Klan. That is who Brian Kemp reminds me of. And it's far removed from governors we had in days long gone by, like Zell Milner, who even though after he became governor and turned into a Republican, still you could consider him a good man, politics aside. But my favorite, Jimmy Carter, who as governor elevated Georgia to the national spotlight as he ran for president and eventually won. Just a normal guy from the plains. good old George, who could fight political battles well enough to know that there are some you just leave alone. Man, if Brian Kemp could learn those lessons. Come walk with me.